We're off to the Czech Republic. This is Beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. Europa League games, group stage, European adventure. It all kicks off today. We did very well get past Standard Liège. We now take on Baník Ostrava from Czech Republic. We don't know much about them. We're going to go into this away from home playing how we want to play. If we had to guess, this is going to be the game in this group that, or at least the team in this group, we expect to pick points off of. Things are going all right in the league. We are fourth in the table on 9 points, 3 wins, 2 losses so far. We lost to Dundee, we lost to Celtic. Last time we actually beat Dundee United 2-1. They're sitting second actually, so bit of a surprise. We did beat them in the cup earlier this season. 2-1 victory. It was not an ideal victory. They were 1-0 up for the majority. Well, not the majority. We equalised in the 26th minute, but it was 1-1 for the majority of the game. Jack Harper with a 91st minute winner. Sets us up nicely for our first Europa League group stage game. And then we're going to return for the St Mirren game as well today. So it is what we love in Beyond Blue Brazil. It's a double cup day. Nothing new on the transfer front. Things are basically tied up for the season there. If we have a quick look at our overall balance, it is the healthiest it has ever been in this save. Quite understandable given that we have made European group stage for the first time, and obviously it's our second season in SPFL, so it was hopefully going to remain quite positive. It has done. We're under our wage budget, which is nice, not by much, but we're under it, and we do actually have a little bit in the transfer kitty, and that is because we sold Luka for a very decent fee. I'm pretty happy how the squad looks overall for this season. Strikers continues to be a bit of a concern, but I think we're going to go with the young lads and supported by Harper and Kryzan. We're going to unleash Pedrinho on the opposition for the first time in this game. Now he does need a bit of fitness, so he might be an early substitution option to come off, but we go with Iago. Should we have Iago on the left? I can't remember if I covered this last time, but it's important to note that we signed Iago on a new deal. He now has a minimum fee release clause of foreign clubs of 9 million. That might be covered in our previous episode, so apologies if it was, but that is basically our second trophy of this save. We're counting that as a trophy. That is massive. His release clause was sitting at a measly 1.2 million. So, you know, that's just good business. The team for our first Europa League game will be Keenan Bates in goal. Pedrinho, as I said, is going to be unleashed on the left-hand side. Perry on the right wing-back position. Iago Kamara is our centre-backs. Ham and Murray is the defensive midfielders. Allgreen and Pedrinho is the more attacking midfielders that we've got. Stephen Ross up top alongside Harper. Now, Stephen Ross and Harper have actually started the season quite well. A couple of goals each. That's kind of what we're wanting. I've decided to go Harper because I think he's more reliable than Kryzan in terms of consistency. Jack Harper, another player who has actually signed a new deal. It's really just so we don't lose him for free, even at the end of the season, just in case we do not find, cannot lay our hands on a better striker. I think we can. I just have to have just control my urges to sign more centre-backs and midfielders who are Brazilian. We need to find strikers at the end of the season. Maybe not even the end of the season. Come January, could be a big moment in this save because potentially we might use that money we've saved up. On the bench, Slicker, Byrne, Waldson, Kryzan, Bola, Milo and Lobo. I think that's a pretty good bench. Now, we don't have huge amount of depth, so Scott Martin, Joe Chalmers, Alex miss out. Quite a small squad for a team competing on multiple fronts right now in Europe, the League, Cup, but so be it. That's what we've got to do. We got to use this squad to its fullest. We could really do with getting a couple of youth intakes that actually allow us to go, oh, we can do something with that player. That's our big thing. 5 million in the bank. We might have a look at our youth recruitment, junior coaching after this game and see if we can get some get the board moving in the right direction. As always, first game in a group stage, quite a nervy affair. We've been dealt a good hand. This is the team, if any, we should be able to go out and attack. The other teams in our group are Marseille and Cologne. So we haven't drawn any juggernauts, but compared to Scottish football, they're very big teams. Looking for Ham to deliver another cracking shot from distance. If we can get a goal like he did earlier. Ham lines up the free kick, whips it. Keeper has to make a very good save. That would have been very fortuitous if he had scored as I was talking him up. I do like Ham. Kamara heads that one over. Unfortunate. Would have been a very good start. Pedrinho. It's all us so far. Ross lays off to Pedrinho. Oh, multiple Pedrinhos. I don't know which one's which. We have to learn them apart by their number, I think. All green from distance. Rifles one in the bottom corner. We take the lead. And remember, we are away from home, so we've got to show them respect. But if we can rack up 2 free goals early, we can consider resting players at half time. Ross doesn't win the header, but Ham picks up on the edge there, lays it off to Allgreen, and Allgreen has only one thing on his mind: get on his right foot, rifle it in the bottom corner. And August Allgreen continues to build quite the legacy for himself here. They pop the ball forward. That is Kamara's. He's going to clean this one up. I mean, there's no real pressure from them. Finds Ham. Murray now. Pedrinho in midfield. Puts Ross in. Oh, he tries to take it on himself. Near post. Inadvisable. We're heading towards half-time. Ham now with a free kick. Puts it back post. Headed away. Allgreen can pick up on the edge again. Tries to rifle across. Takes a big deflection. Keeper just keeps it out. That would have been a freakish goal if that had dropped in the net. Free kick other side now. Bates doesn't really cover the goal, but fortunately for us, it's not on target. Allgreen with the ball again. Looks for Pedrinho. So is that 13? Number 13 Pedrinho is our left wing back. He's on the ball again, cuts it back. Ham, Allgreen, lifts it far side. Perry now getting involved. Whips it far side. Ross is there. He hits the underside of the bar and they get it clear. We need to make these count, these chances. Pedrinho into Ross. Gonna lay it back off to Pedrinho. He tries to cut the ball through. It's cut out by the defender. We've got to be careful on the counter. That looked offside to me. Locks us in. Bates has him covered. He must have timed that very well because he looked like he had a couple of yards on the man closest to him. At least. Maybe played on by the far side. Got to be careful. We've already been hurt in Europe by some dodgy refereeing, I would say. We send him straight back out after saying we're happy with how things are going. But I think Harper maybe comes off for Kryzan. Ross puts it back to Ham. Ham finds Iago. Rolls it back to Ham. Allgreen. Ham again. Iago. Puts it out to Pedrinho, his countryman. Good delivery here would be nice. Oh, Harper. And that is why Harper's coming off. Keeper makes a good save, but the second one, he just fires it into the keeper. He has no idea about it. Kryzan's going to come on for him now. Ross whips it. Kryzan! And there you go. That is why you make that substitution. Stephen Ross, great whip on that cross. Kryzan was first goal for the club. It's a European goal at that. There's something very nice when a substitution comes off like straight away. Like when it works, it just like, yeah, that guy comes on. First thing he does, puts it away. Boom. First thing he does, assist. First thing he does, big tackle. Whatever it is. Feels good. 2-0 up now. Dane Murray not having the best of games, but could we maybe take him off and rest him? I don't think we can. We don't have the players. I'll look at Perry, Pedrinho. I don't really want to rest any of them. I might take off attacking mid Pedrinho. Oh, what a ball through. Kryzan to Stephen Ross. Top corner. Lovely. Stephen Ross gets a goal in Europe as well. We're going to take on Waldson for Pedrinho. So Brazilian for Brazilian. Keeping our Brazilian numbers up, obviously. What a ball that is by Kryzan. Stephen Ross through. Burst of acceleration. And then sometimes he'll finish like that. The next time that happens, it's almost guaranteed to go in the stands. Almost guaranteed. He's not the best finisher. But he does stretch a defence pretty well with that burst of pace. We are approaching the full-time whistle, and we're pretty happy with how things are going. Pedrinho's going to come off for Milo, just for the last couple of minutes. Pedrinho's been good, especially given that this is his... I think it's his first start. He might have come on already. Kind of forgetting if he played recently, but we need to build up his fitness. He has looked good. All green. Waldson, that's 4. Beautiful. Waldson with his first goal for the club. A great cross by All Green. I think this early crosses actually suits our team because we get about 4 players forward, including the other wing back sometimes. So maybe it's that Brazilian boxing of 6 people in attack, 6 people in defence type thing. All Green whips it early and he's able to just peel off his man, knock it in the back post. Lovely. Our final change made, and it doesn't matter. We run out 4-0 winners. That gives me hope at the very least. 4-0 on the road. As long as they don't shock anyone else, we can at least get 3rd place. Now, that's very good for us. Poland and Olympic Marseille drew 2-2. Somehow we find ourselves on top. It's early days. I'll say that. It's early days, but what a good performance that is. That is very nice. Oh, yes. A couple more of those would do nicely. 538k for a win. It really is the be-all end-all when you are in a league like Scotland and, Netherlands, leagues that don't typically have a lot of money from their finishing positions. Like England, you don't really need to be in Europa League or Euro Conference League that much for their money. Champions League, sure, but even after a while, Champions League, the money from TV rights you get there is insane. So really nice for us. Aberdeen but beat Dundee. The league is getting tighter and tighter. Lovely. Getting tighter and tighter with Celtic and Rangers both still outside the top 5, which is quite something. We will return for the St Mirren game. We're going to go play Hearts, and we'll see how that goes. We just played Hearts in the league at home. We only went and won it. We got off to a nice start. Stephen Ross scoring in the 26th minute. They equalised with a pen from Ross Stewart in the 39th minute. Probably was a pen. And Jack Harper got us the win at home, 86th minute. Jack Harper didn't start that game. We started Kryzan, who was playing well, but just felt like he was a bit tired. Took on Jack Harper, and he delivered us a big goal. Pretty happy how that went. Paul Byrne started. We did rotate a little bit. Some of the full-backs, etc. Changed from the Europa Cup or Europa League game. But, we got through it with a win. It was a home game, so those are the games we really need to be winning. I'm happy to knock off Hearts regardless. That actually takes us up to 3rd in the table. Just ahead of Hibs on 12 points, 4 wins, 2 losses. And Celtic went and drew again. They drew 1-1 against St Johnstone. We actually have a 4-point lead on Celtic and Rangers at this point. It's a very early in the season, very strange league after 6 games. I think that's going to change vastly. So we go in this next game. It's the Premier Sports Cup against St Mirren. So let's see how we do. They are favourites, but I fancy our chances, of course. We roll it back to the starting 11 from the Europa League game. Yeah, so Bates, Pedrinho, Perry, Iago Kamara in the centre, Ham and Dane Murray in front of them in the defensive midfield role, All Green and Pedrinho, Ross and Kryzan. So actually, Kryzan instead of Harper, that's the only change for a Europa League game. It's because he played well in the last game, he just didn't get his goal, but I liked how Harper came off the bench and won it for us, so we'll maybe look for something similar today against St Mirren. Now we do have Alex on the bench, used to play for St Mirren, so it would be nice if we could bring him on and get some minutes for him. Hopefully by then we'll be in a comfortable position, but it's really about managing this game, try and go through the next round and see where we are. St Mirren were fancied for this, which surprised me somewhat because we're on a really good run. Yeah, sure, the Celtic loss is in recent memory, but I think we've won 2 league games and a Europa League game since then. So, right, Pedrinho on the corner, lifts this one in. Iago hits the bar, Lewis gets it away. Good defended by St Mirren. Now that goes a good header, won by Ham. All Green, nice little turn, takes it around his man. Oh! Acres of space, tries to hit Ross falls to Dane Murray. He's going to try and pull this back. No, he's not. He tried to take on his man, gets tackled. Going to try again. He's tackled and the ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for us. We've started this one aggressive, but we are not hitting the target. 30 minutes in and we're going to encourage from the sideline. Come on, boys. Half time. Not a lot to read into from that half, I would say. Slightly more possession, a little better XG. Only one shot on target is very disappointing. More shots overall. From what we saw, we were... I don't think we saw them in our third, but that doesn't mean much, right? Stephen Ross on a 6.4. Let's see if he can pick it up. Otherwise, he will be the first sub we make in this game. And we either take on Lobo or Harper. He's picked it up a little bit, but he's kind of wavering. I think we'll take Stephen Ross off and we'll go with Gustavo Lobo. Adding our Brazilian to the mix. All Green also not having a great game. Right, we're going to add Waldson instead. Alnwick kicks this one long. We kind of win that header. I mean, we get forward to Lobo. Ham, All Green. Finds Lobo. Tries to play on the outside, to the outside for Pedrinho. It's an interesting idea. Just poor execution, but if he'd got it to Pedrinho, we would have been in a really interesting spot because our most furthest forward striker is Lobo, so I don't know how he would have caught up to try and get in the end of that one. Politic, he's caused us issues before, they've hit the post. Murray now back to Bates, and Bates clears that. Looks like it's going out of play. Let's encourage, and then do I maybe take Perry off? He's maybe just a bit tired. We could take on Paul Byrne for Perry. Just looking a little knackered. We could up the tempo. Let's work the ball in the box here. The crosses haven't opened up St Mirren. Maybe they're just a little better suited at the back for that. Now we go into extra time. I'm looking at their number 12 is having a shocker of a game. Where is he playing? Either right back or defender centre. Interesting. He's a right back. We need to focus down the left. Let's try that, shall we? Let's see, where is he playing? He's playing left back, so let's focus down our right. Let's see if that gives us any joy. Now we have just changed out our right back, so maybe that's a little risky, but he's playing that poor, and their right back's playing well, so why not? Oh, that flew by. Do we get another sub here? I think we do. Kryzan for Harper, maybe. Bring on Jack Harper. Pedrinho on the corner. Left foot swings it. Kamara. Big goal. That could potentially put us through the next round of the Premier Sports Cup. And I'll tell you what, it better. Because we are going to, quite sensibly, try and see this one out now. Right. It's a lovely cross. Pedrinho. And then Kamara. Another strong centre-back header. It's exactly what we want from our set pieces every time. And I think that is going to be enough. We beat St Mirren. It's 1-0. It's into extra time. Our team is rinsed, but Pedrinho, player of the match, he has picked up an injury, and I really hope it's not a bad one. I'm happy to rest him. Oh, it was a good result. Huge relief. Now let's just see what this injury does. Now Celtic look like they've knocked Motherwell out, and St Johnstone have taken out Hearts. I believe, if I recall back, Rangers are already out of this competition. That was the quarter-final. 2 to 3 days. Right. Happy. We're happy with that. Pedrinho starting to come into his own. I think this 25-year-old wing-back is an obvious upgrade for us at left-back. And I think already from when he came in, the coaches didn't rate him as being good for this level, and he's already changed their mind, which is good. The fact that he doesn't enjoy big matches is a bit concerning, but I'm pretty happy with Pedrinho. And we do have Bola as well, and to be honest, he's been good when he's played. We're going to make the draw here for the semi-finals. It is down to Celtic, St Johnstone, Aberdeen, and the reigning Scottish Cup champions, Cowdenbeath, the Blue Brazil. Oh, I've clicked continue. Oh no. Why did I do that? I'm so bad at this. I do this all the time. I've clicked continue. The draw's been made. Guess who we got? We've got Aberdeen in the semi-final. We're actually quite happy with that. I'd rather play Aberdeen in the semi-final than play Celtic and miss out on a chance to reach a final. We've got to be quite happy with that. Now, we'll take place at Hampden Park, which is nice. Another trip to Hampden. Always love that. So yeah, we'll bring you that one. It's nice when you're not having to go through the group stage. It really is only a couple of games and you find yourself a trip away to Hampden in the Premier Sports Cup. We are pretty happy with that. So I think the most sensible thing next time is we're going to bring you a double Europa League header. Rather than come back and play Aberdeen or Motherwell, we are going to play Olympique Marseille and we're going to play FC Cologne. And that is going to be the episode. This could be make or break for us in the Europa League. So let's hope we can keep this run going because, again, other than Standard Liège, where we got screwed, a rotated side against Celtic, and a very disappointing opening day fixture, we have been solid. I mean, we're not drawn. This is not a team that draws now. We're going for a game. So we are not keeping out as many goals as I would like, but importantly, we've still got clean sheets in us. If you've enjoyed the video, likes and comments really help us out. So cut loose, say whatever you want. Drop a like, and if you haven't hit subscribe, please. I will see you next time for the Europa League doubleheader. This is going to be telling us where we're going to be going in the future, basically. Are we going to manage to get through the group stage, or will we be down the Euro Conference League, or maybe completely out of Europe? I mean, I like that we're in a semi-final already, but it is also right sandwiched in between a bunch of European games, so our schedule is brutal right now. After this doubleheader, hopefully we can get some games under our belt and return. Maybe we won't return for one of the return legs against these teams if we get blown out of the water. We'll see. Join me next time when we once again go beyond Blue Brazil.